Hi guys, today I'm filming the next update for Deck of Painting. I'm sorry this is a couple days late and I'm feeling the fall vibes today. I'm wearing the Too Faced fall eyeshadow palette and lip gloss, and white shirts always throw off my lighting and I didn't feel like changing my shirt, so I threw a scarf on and I'm feeling hot already, so we're keep it going. But I'm so excited to say that I actually have a total refresh today. First is an item I hit my goal on a couple updates back, but I decided that I wanted to show it to you guys every update just to track this progress. This is the Sephora matte white eyeshadow in Let It Snow that I'm using to set the primer under my brow bone. But it went from 0.346 to 0.341 today, so we are consistently using up 0.005 every update. So I was just thinking that maybe I would not repress it because I can still get my brush in there, but it will definitely be easier to use once I repress it. So I think I will go ahead and do that. So I will make sure I have the weights for before and after repressing, but this will probably be here till the end of the year, which is totally fine. So for my first rollout, I will put the weights on the screen. This has been here for 2 months. This is the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Face Polisher, and I believe this matched the prompt of a sample product. And this is just a skincare product that I thought would be fun to put in here as opposed to just my regular hair, skin, and body project because it's a little bit different. This is a powder exfoliator that you mix with water and then apply to your skin, and I wanted to just track how many uses it took to finish it completely. So at last update I had 5 uses and it took 13 total uses to use it up. I didn't need a ton of product, and I also found that I didn't actually need to add water to this because I had already washed my face. My face was damp, my hands were damp. That was enough moisture to get this to lather up. This was a really nice exfoliator that was not too harsh, and it's something that I would consider getting in the future, but I just love the convenience of my regular Clinique face scrub. But if you are interested, I would recommend it, and I'll definitely use up more minis if I get them. This has been hanging around for a little while, so it feels great to have used that up. Next, I had the prompt for something that was gifted. I had chosen this RMS Lip Lights in Bizoo. The packaging is cute as this like paint packaging, but is not very practical. If this could have just had a doe foot applicator, I might have liked this a little bit more. This is a pretty nude shade, but I don't find this to be very hydrating. It doesn't have a ton of pigment. Sometimes when I wear this, I feel like it kind of balls up on my lips. This is something that I had decluttered and recluttered, but I will officially be letting it go, which is kind of sad, but I'm very glad I didn't spend my own money on it. The next prompt was something to represent another project, and I picked Partners in Cream, and the item I chose was the MAC Glow Play Blush in Blush Please, which is so popular, but for me, the formula is not amazing, and I love a cream to powder finish, but I feel like this you just kind of like have to work in, build it up. I'm wearing it today, and it is pretty, but I just have other blushes that I like a lot more, and I feel like I would rather use a powder blush over this because I have so many powder blushes in this similar shade. So for me, not worth the hype. Both of these products I had a 5-use goal, and I did hit my goal on those, and I will be decluttering both of those. I can't believe I'm going to be decluttering this. It might be hard to actually do it, but I do want to make myself. My next prompt was for a highlighter. I chose the Sigma Glowkissed highlighter palette, and for me, these 4 shades are a little bit too deep, so I need to mix these with those. So because of that, I had a goal of using these 5 times each and then each of these once. I definitely did do that. I used this all month long. It was the only highlight I brought in to my Shop My Stash, and I really love it. The formula, this is so good. I do not like the formula of these single highlights. The duos are great. The palette is great. They're just softer. I feel like I get a little bit of hard pan with the single. So this is amazing, and I'm so glad I put it in this project because I've fallen in love with it again. This definitely will be hanging on in my collection. If you want a really nice pigmented metallic highlight, this is for you. Not glittery, but it is intense and metallic. And the last prompt was an item to hit pan on, and when I brought this in, I was feeling a little bit down about it. I chose the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder in Fair 1 because all the other items that I would like to hit pan on already have pan or they're in another project. And what I decided to do was to finally just roll out my Kosas powder. It's taking way too long. The color's a little bit light for me for this time of year, and I decided I will set that aside until next year, and I will move on to the ColourPop powder. And babes, I hit pan already, which is so exciting. That's a pretty sizable pan. It just happened last week, and when I hit pan I just was like, what? So it does not come with a ton of products, so I'm gonna keep working on this and hope I can finish it by the end of the year. But I'm not going to show it to you here because this is in my year-long project. I'll just start showing you that progress in those updates, which I post every other month. But really happy I was able to hit pan on this, and I'm gonna be really hopeful that I can finish it by the end of the year. The Kosas, ugh, is not a friend of a project panner. So that was my total refresh, which is very exciting. So now we're gonna pick 5 cards, which is fun to watch, but as the person doing the project, it's a little bit overwhelming coming up with 5 new products. So I already shuffled my cards. I've got my phone here with the prompts. I'm just gonna pick the 5 from the top. So we have 7 of clubs. I'm gonna pick them and then I'll read them. We have Queen of Clubs, 4 of Spades, Queen of Hearts, and 3 of Spades. All right, let's see what these are. I'm not going to do them in order because I can't remember what that was, but let's do our face card. So Queen of Spades would be a pick your space, but that means pick your space in the club column, which is exciting. So let's see. That would be wish list, dupe, easy peasy lemon squeezy, an oldest product, random uses, fragrance, out of control category, baby goal, chopping block, or dethroned. Then Queen of Hearts, oh, is also pick your space. Amazing. So let's see what the options are in the heart category. Primer, this time last year, highlight, wild card, astrology sign, eyeshadow, warm tone, oh the shame, concealer. Let me see what this time last year means. A product that came into your life a year ago. That's exciting. Okay, love all of my options there. I got lucky today. Then we have the 7 of clubs, which would be an out of control category. That's easy. That's my whole freaking collection, but definitely lips and blush. 3 of Spades, no pan left behind, which is fun. I love doing that. And then 4 of Spades would be one of my newest products. So let me take a minute to grab these products and I'll be right back. Okay, that took a little bit of time, but I am back and you can see that I'm in the fall mood based on the color of all the products I picked. 3 of Spades is no pan left behind. So I decided to pick a palette I have not used yet, shamefully. This is the Lunar Beauty 12 Days of Lunar. This was gifted to me by a friend, and all of these shades are so gorgeous for fall. So I would like to use all of these once. 4 of Spades is a newest product, and this is something I have not even hauled yet. I will be hauling it this month, but I'm wearing it on my eyes today. This is something that I surprisingly got in PR, which is incredible. I don't quite know how that happened, and I'm so thankful. This is the Too Faced Appley in Love palette, and I would like to no pan left behind this one as well. Just make sure I'm really getting a good test on this formula. It has such a good scent, and this is really, really cute. So I'm excited to use this and really like, aside from that bright green, all very wearable for me because you guys know sometimes it can be a little bit boring, but this will be so easy to wear for work. Both of these will really, which is perfect. 7 of Clubs is an out of control category. For me, that's so many, but I picked blush and I wanted to finally get some use out of my MAC blush palette. I always forget about this, which is terrible. And I want to get use out of these 3 top warm shades. So we have Melba, Cantaloupe, and Gingerly. I want to wear these 3 times each, which should not be too challenging. I mean, maybe I should bump that goal to 5, but no, I'm picking 3 products for 1 prompt. So we'll see if I get more, but I'm gonna go for 3 uses on each blush, which should be totally fine. I'm wanting some of these to take me like a little bit longer, maybe 2 updates to get all of my uses on. And then we have my queens where I can pick whatever prompt I want within the suit. So for Queen of Clubs, chopping block was in this column, but I picked that all the time. So I decided to do something that was dethroned, and that would be the Tarte Lippy Lingerie and Expose. This is something that I had technically decluttered, but I haven't totally let go of yet because the packaging is so sticky. I would feel terrible about passing this on to somebody else because it's gonna be gross, but the product inside is like still so good, but the packaging is literally disgusting. It's probably gonna bother me to use it. But anyway, this is something that I used to love back in the day when it was just a matte lip surgeon's line, and I actually used it up, repurchased, and did not give it much love since then. So it's a super pretty color, although I do feel like it's different than before. This one seems darker and rosier. So I would like to get 5 uses out of this and then decide if I can get past the stickiness, which I know I could tape it up, but I feel like that's gonna bother me too. But we'll see what happens there. And then for Queen of Hearts, I'm going with the Warm Tone Prompt just to complement all of the rest of these products. And I'm picking a chopping block item. This is the Kulfi Zari Eyes Cream Shadow in Bronze Brocade. I do have pretty oily lids, and when I've used this in the past, it has creased on me minimally. And I just feel like this is not as like wham bam metallic as I want it to be. It's a little bit more subtle. I'm sure it would be a lovely base, but I think that these are really like geared to be used on their own. So I would like to get 5 uses on this one as well. So I'm feeling really excited about this refresh, all the items I chose to work on. I would love to hear your thoughts on these products, and I would love to know if you guys are doing this project so I can go check out your updates. Thank you all so much for watching this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.